Yes, and as I was stating, I'm tribal member, part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe. Well, again, American tribal landowner, so
Okay.
those laws
No,
that you
ma'am.
may speak of don't
No.
apply to.
All right, folks. Buckle up because we're diving straight into one of the wildest courtroom moments you'll ever see. So, this sovereign citizen, Miss Ebony Milner, rolls into court claiming
All right. So, Miss Ebony Milner is present. Also, the Mr. Brown, who's on here on behalf of Federal National Mortgage Association. Mr. Brown, Miss Milner, is my understanding that this was heard in magistrate court, and this is a request for appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a petition for review from a dispossessory judgment. She was a tenant at sufferance post foreclosure.
All right. So, Miss Milner, tell me what's going on.
Judge, well, this is a case of land rights, tribal law, and treaties.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm,
And
no,
I would just like to
I
say
have
that
no.
I'm a tribal
No,
member,
ma'am.
part of the Cashbox Trust
No,
Tribe,
no, ma'am.
government,
No, ma'am. We're not doing that.
and American
Um,
Indian landowner.
no, ma'am. So we're not doing all that. So this is a simple eviction. So you can tell me how much was owed, how much you paid, whether there's anything to that allowed you to stay in the property, or whether there's money owed to you. I don't do the whole trust, tribe, all of that, because that's not what we
Well,
deal with
that's
here.
what is in regards to.
Well, then, ma'am, that's not what we're doing here. I would either have to transfer you to a tribal court, which I don't know of one exists for you, or for superior court, because this involves a foreclosure. Essentially, he bought the house through a foreclosure. You were a tenant in the house at the time, or you owned the house and he bought it under the foreclosure. And then it was whether you get to stay in the house and pay rent, or whether you're going to be evicted. Am I clear, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. And
Right. Because I don't deal with all, I went to law school for 3 years, have practiced law for over 30 years, have been a judge for over 12 years. I don't do the trust stuff because that's some arcane, esoteric stuff that you all believe that we don't follow here in the judicial system.
I understand. Well, I would also like to say that I'm not here to handle any of my private affairs in the public.
Okay, so I'm
So,
not sure what that means. You asked for the appeal.
yes, and as I was stating, I'm tribal member, part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe, and also an Indian American landowner. So, this case is in regards to trust and tribal land.
So the property, the foreclosure is on a house on tribal land.
Correct.
Which tribe?
I'm sorry.
Which tribe?
Just the Ebony
They
Milner
kicked me
tribe.
out.
No, sir. I don't know of that tribe, ma'am. So we either do
Yes,
this.
and all the documentation had been put on file as well.
she's part of the Cashbox Trust Tribe and an American tribal landowner. And get this, she's trying to argue that because of her so-called tribal status, U.S. laws don't apply to
Okay.
post foreclosure.
So here's the thing. Like I said, I've explained to you that if somebody purchases a home through foreclosure, then the people who were owners of the home or buying the home have two options. They can leave, or they can be treated as tenants in the home. And in this case, it appears that Mr. Brown's client sought to evict you, and now you are asking for a review of that. So in my role in this court, I can go through the case as if it was never heard in magistrate court. But what I will tell you is I'm going to ask very specific questions. I'm going to follow the law under the state of Georgia with respect to landlord tenant. And if you're not able to provide me that information, then I'm going to determine that you're not able to prosecute the case in the way that it needs to be, and I'll dismiss it for want of prosecution.
Well, again, American tribal landowner. So
Okay.
those laws
No,
that you
ma'am.
may speak of don't
No.
apply to me.
No. Well, then, okay, I'm going to dismiss your appeal for want of prosecution. The court does not have jurisdiction over American tribal land, nor is there a designation of this property being a tribal land. So at this point, the court is going to dismiss this for want of prosecution. Thank you. All right, next.
To her. Like, this is real life, people. She literally thinks that being part of some mystery tribe gives her the right to squat in a house she no longer owns. The case? Simple.
All right. So what did you test positive for? And you want to go back to I only use marijuana with me?
No. I can order for marijuana and
I'm sorry. Can you speak up and could you uncross your arms? You're not a little girl. We're not in a classroom. You are in a felony court where you could potentially go to prison. So what are you been using?
meth and marijuana.
When's the last time you used meth?
Like 2 days ago.
No, it's more than 2 days ago. How often are you using?
I just got out of jail, so I haven't been using that often.
Well, I mean, you went straight from jail to use meth. Don't give me attitude.
I'm not.
You've been dishonest with the court. You made them waste of, you think UAs just are free? You made them waste a UA, telling me that you're going to be positive for marijuana only when I knew it was not going to be the case. And now you're positive for meth, amphetamines, and marijuana. So who are you using with? Are you using by yourself in a dark room? Or are you using with some boyfriend? Who are you using with?
No, actually where I'm staying at.
And where is that?
With a friend.
Who is this friend?
Her name is Natasha.
All right. I like the way you make up names. I can't believe anything you're telling me now because you were dishonest about the drug use.
It's the only place I have to stay at right now. So they use and it was tempting.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to want a TAP evaluation ASAP, please. Are you employed?
No.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I'm not.
So who's supporting you?
Nobody.
Well, what are you eating other than drugs?
I have food stamps.
I'm sorry, what?
I have food stamps.
Who's giving you food stamps? You don't have your child with you. Those food stamps are for your child.
Yes, ma'am. I just recently applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I cannot understand a word
I
you're saying.
applied and I got approved for emergency food stamps.
I know people who really should have food stamps that don't get approved. So you don't have your child with you. You're using meth. You're probably selling your food stamps for meth. And this is a tampering with a government record. So I don't even know if you obtain your food stamps legitimately. So what did you tell them in order to get food stamps? Because you don't qualify.
Okay.
I think she's probably going to end up with another criminal case.
Yes.
Because I don't know a government giving out food stamps to people who won't work. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have your child with you. Somebody else is taking care of your child. Oh, no, not for me. Thank you.
I have to look for work. That was like one of the conditions that they gave me in order to get food stamps. So I'm supposed to be going to the workforce.
Well, you're obviously doing a poor job of it, but I tell you what, you're in this court, you're going to have employment. I'm not going to, the length of probation is outside the agreement. So it's going to be more than 4 years in this court because she has a lot of work that needs to be done to, I don't know why you're giving me the attitude.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Either that or it's because you're high. I don't know which one it is, but you're giving me attitude, and that attitude will most likely be readjusted by me at the Bexar County Jail. So I don't know if your attorney told you this, but I can send you to the Bexar County Jail as a condition of this probation, and I can also send you to the state jail facility as a condition of this probation for attitude readjustment. Do you want that?
No.
Eviction. The house was foreclosed, sold to someone else, and she's just chilling there, thinking it's a legal strategy. The judge asks her about payments, rent, or any legal reason she should stay in the house. Her response:
all right, so I'm going to sentence her to 6 years deferred adjudication. You're getting a job, and there are plenty of jobs that are available. You're going to knock your pride aside, and if you're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's or working on fries, you're going to be the best fry person you can be until you move up. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
Ninth grade. Why did you drop out?
I had a problems at home.
What were these problems? You using drugs?
No, not necessarily, just like things that were going on with my mom's marriage and everything else.
And what's that tattoo on your neck?
It says only the strong survive.
All right. People love to put down sands on their bodies because they can't remember them. All right, it's going to be a $1,500 fine, probated. Proof of employment. And it's going to be proof of full-time employment within 15 days. If you have to get 2 part-time jobs, you will get 2 part-time jobs for the court. Full-time employment is at least 40 hours a week. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Has Child Protective Services been in your life?
Yes.
And so were your rights terminated?
No,
What happened to your parental rights?
I still have my rights, but I just don't have my daughter. My family just agreed to take care of me until I get, take care of my daughter until I get back on my feet.
Parenting classes, and I want intensive parenting classes. There's to be 150 hours of community service restitution that will not be waived. She has to do those. You're either going to get your GED or either you're going to get some sort of trade certificate. Take in consideration 2023 CR 2907, County Court Cause number 667-964, 685-144, 70047. I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court, TAP evaluation. If she's not accepted in felony drug court, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment with probation. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The UA hotline, and she's to be tested once a week. Make sure the levels are going down. If the levels start going up, issue a motion to revoke. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per week until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Oh, I'm sorry, 1 time per month. Probation would have got a shock. Anything else you need from the court to be successful? Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. So that tattoo you have about only the strong will survive, that's the mode that your child is being in. And your child should not be in that. Her parents should not be using drugs. Her parents should get her life together, and somebody else should not be raising your child. And you just 100% living off the government, that's not going to happen in this court. You get another job. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you got those food stamps illegally, you better turn them in, because your counsel can tell you what the government does. They wait till your food stamps, when you take those monies from the government and you shouldn't have it, they wait till it becomes a felony. Then they turn it in. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
A long-winded explanation about tribal law and trusts that has absolutely nothing to do with what's happening in court. You can almost feel the judge internally screaming as she tries to navigate this Fantasyland while everyone else is silently wondering if reality got canceled. Judge Hayward lays it out patiently. This is a straightforward foreclosure issue. You either pay, you leave, or you become a tenant in the new owner's property. Simple, but Miss Milner keeps insisting she's some tribal member and that the laws don't apply to her. The judge even tries to explain that if she actually has a tribal court, maybe she could pursue her case there. But surprise, surprise, no recognized tribal court exists for Cashbox Trust Tribe because, well, it sounds made dash up. And can we just pause for a second? She's standing there, post-foreclosure, trying to argue that her mysterious tribe status overrides every property law in Georgia. You can't make this stuff up. The court, unsurprisingly, dismisses her appeal for lack of prosecution. The laws don't bend for imaginary tribes, folks. Reality wins again. She's about to take this circus act to a court that actually has jurisdiction, But we all know how this movie ends. Eviction is coming. And no tribal magic is going to save her. Watching someone argue against gravity and expecting to win. That's exactly the vibe here. Okay, now grab your popcorn because we've got another case that makes the first one look like a calm tea party. Enter the infamous meth head Karen. She tests positive for meth and marijuana, and the Judge Boyd, is not having it. First thing out of her mouth, a demand for honesty. Stop the attitude. Stop lying about your drug use. And yes, this is felony court, not a classroom, not a playground. Real consequences are on the line. Karen tries to shrug it off, giving excuses, crossing her arms, acting like a defiant teenager. But Judge Boyd, she's fuming. You can practically see the steam coming out of her ears. Every excuse, every half-truth, only digs the hole deeper. And then comes the kicker, tampering with food stamps. Yeah, she's been using government assistance while lying about her drug use. That's actual federal fraud territory. Judge Boyd is absolutely relentless, walking through everything: employment requirements, community service, probation, UA testing, and even parenting classes. She's not just laying down the law. She's crafting a roadmap to force Karen to get her life together. The sentence? 6 years deferred adjudication, mandatory full-time employment, intensive community service, drug evaluations, and proof of employment. Judge Boyd even throws in attitude adjustments at the county jail if Karen continues to give sass. And let's be honest, the judge isn't messing around. This is tough love with a side of courtroom fireworks. It's clear, Judge Boyd is trying to steer this young woman back onto the right path before it's too late. Watching this is like witnessing controlled chaos. One woman lost in her imagined tribal empire, another on a self-destructive spiral, and two judges just trying to drag reality into the courtroom. You can feel the frustration, the disbelief, and the sheer human drama in every word spoken. And honestly, both of these cases are a reminder that the legal system can be both terrifying and fascinating when human behavior goes off the rails. So what do you guys think? The sovereign citizen got humbled, and the meth Karen got a taste of hard truth. Will either of them actually learn from this? That's the real cliffhanger. But one thing's for sure, these courtroom moments, absolutely unforgettable.